Let's talk about our brushes. Our brushes are double-ended and they are designed specifically for our cream foundation, for our highlights and our contours, and then we have other ones made just for our eyeshadows, and they're all multifunctional. Now, if you are wondering if I only choose one, which one should it be? Blush and bronzer would be my first choice if you only could pick one. And I choose this one because, as I said, they're double-ended, but this one specifically, you could use the smaller end to apply your brush, also your main highlight, and you can even squeeze it to make this smaller to do your contour. And then what I absolutely love about this brush is this big loose end, the bigger end. The looseness of it is great for the natural finish, to blend everything in for that beautiful look for a light coverage. So if you get just one, I highly recommend the blush and bronzer. And if you're gonna get just that, then be sure to check out our bronzer bundle because you can get this and bundle it with our Bella cream bronzer for a great price. So check that out too. If you get two, the next one I would recommend is our 3D brush. This end is great. See, it's smaller to get in here to apply your highlights. And then this end is great to do your contour wherever you need it. So again, double-ended. So if you only got two, I love this one to apply the highlight and contour. I love this one to apply the blush, and then this one to blend everything in. And again, this blush and bronzer is more for a natural light coverage. If you want fuller coverage, you would like our buff brush. And as you can see, it is more dense. So it's got a lot more, it's compact and dense, so it can pick up a lot more product and lay more product on. So if you want that full coverage look, or if you have acne scarring or large pores or age spots that you want to cover, our buff brush might be your go-to. I like the smaller end especially because of that angle to really get in there and apply my highlights. So there's not a right or wrong. I learn new ways to use each of these all the time, but just to give you a brief synopsis of all of them. Another one we have is our detail hack, or our detail brush, and it is, compared to the 3D, this one is a little looser, the one that you would use for your contour. This one is more narrow and you can get a more detailed line if you want to do like that chiseled look under your cheekbone, and it's also smaller or thinner for you to do your contouring here. And then this is smaller than the highlight end of the 3D brush. So if you really want to get in to the small areas, that would be our detail brush compared to our 3D brush. You can blend everything with this 3D brush. It would be more of a medium coverage, and then its ends just aren't as big. So you just have to blend a little more is all. So outside of those four, some of my favorite ones and ones that I use daily, the line brush, it has this small end, and I use my contour to go in and do my brows. And then same thing, the spoolie or brush end, I dip into my contour and shape and fill that way too. So I love this line brush. You can also use this small end to line your eyes or to line your lips. Or if you have small blemishes, if you want to go in with just that small detailed line or angled end, you can do that. Another one that I absolutely love that I know I talk about and rave about all the time is our eyeshadow brush. I have not used eyeliner since I switched to this makeup line in July. And as soon as I woke up, I was one that always had to put my eyeliner on and I didn't feel awake. And I haven't used eyeliner since then, so there's no more smudging, but I just use the smaller end to do whatever darker shadow I'm using, and I can line my upper and lower lashes with it. I can also apply my crease with this. And then the bigger loose end, I apply, blend, everything. I do everything with this one brush for my eyes. Now, if you do like more pigment, we also have our smudge brush. So it's a little more dense and compact than our eyeshadow brush. So if you're going a little more bold or dramatic and you just want to show more color, you could do your eyeshadow with this and really just stipple it on with that. You could also use this to do our powder illuminators. So that's our smudge brush. A lot of times this is the one I recommend for teens. This is the blend brush. It is similar to the blush and bronzer, but smaller. So this is the lightest coverage you can get. So this is really good for beginner makeup, or like teens especially, so that they're not getting anything caked on. Or if you are doing color correcting, if you're color correcting red with our Aspen contour, which I can talk to you about later if we need to, this is a great brush for that as well. So that's our blend brush. And then briefly, a couple others. This is our multitasker. All of them, like I said, are double-ended. This end is a little smaller than this end. You can do this for similar to the line brush, where if you wanted to use it to line, it's a little thicker than our line brush. And then this end is amazing to really put on lip gloss or our lip and cheek colors. And then the last one, this is our powder brush. So both ends are great for using our vanilla setting dust and finishing with our over top of your highlight and contour with those angled ends. And then I've also learned these angled ends are great to actually apply the contour. So everything is multi-purposeful, and there's no right or wrong. People use some of these brushes for different uses that I would have never thought of. If you're like me in the very beginning though, I need like a set formula and then I can branch out from there. So if you're the same as me, my go-tos, I apply highlight and contour with a 3D brush, and then I apply blush with this end, and then I blend everything with this big loose end of the blush and bronzer. If you just get one brush, start with this one. And then the last tool I want to show you is our Perfector sponge. And this is it when it's damp. This is it when it first starts out. So it really doubles in size and it'll really hold that weight. It's a better beauty sponge than Walmart, anywhere else you can find them. And it's cheaper than ones that you can find at Sephora or Ulta. But make sure you dampen it really good, squeeze it all out, and then even wrap it in a towel to get all the extra water off. And then I love this, especially under my eyes, to press and seal, especially if you have mature skin or those fine lines and wrinkles. This is great to press and seal all of that in so nothing settles in there. But it's also a great finish just to dab all over to give that nice blend. And I also love it if I'm doing my stay spray. I like to spray my sponge first and then dab that all over. So that's our brushes in a nutshell. We do have a brush collection as well if you want to get several of them in a bundle. And many people ask, how do I clean them? You should do that once a week so that you don't get any bacteria buildup in there that is then transferring onto your face and might be causing breakouts or blemishes. So be sure to clean your brushes once a week. This is our brush cleaner. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It dries instantly, so you can use it and then, or you can clean your brushes and then use them right away. You don't have to wait for them to dry. And it's safe for them, and it's designed specifically for them, and it smells amazing. So all you would do is spray one end, and then grab my paper towel here just to demonstrate, and you rub it back and forth on here, all of the product comes off, then you have a smoother application, and like I said, no more bacteria, so that it just goes on and applies easily to your skin. So those are our brushes in a nutshell. Happy to answer any questions at all if you have them. Double-ended, high quality, designed specifically for this, and definitely game changers. I promise you that.